hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome to week 3. And they have 2 weeks of school left. I cannot believe that. That is just so crazy. I feel like we just started this year. And you have officially been doing at-home learning for 2 months now. That is amazing. I feel like we all need like a special crown or star or gold stars or something. But all right, so here we go. May week 3, parent explanations. We're going to continue our farm unit. Hopefully they're having lots of fun with it. I've been trying to post lots of videos for you guys and books ideas. I'm super bummed. I was really hoping the library would be open by now so you guys could access some books that way. But go ahead and just, a lot of times on YouTube, you can just search for like books about cows, books about horses, things like that. Look some things up online. I mean, add to it if you want to. If they get really excited about a particular animal and want to learn a lot about goats, then go with that. Let them be excited and be little researchers and little detectives and stuff. That's amazing learning. So go with it if they're interested. The first thing they're going to do is some little finger puppets. They might need help kind of cutting this out. You can even just have them, tell them they don't need to cut on the lines. I think even adults would have a hard time with that. Just tell them they can kind of like bump over the top. The most important part is just cutting out the little rectangles, and then they should be able to have some fun little finger puppets, and they can tell stories, they can read with them, they can do math with them, whatever they want to do. It's super cute. They're really fun to have. Like as a teacher with finger puppets, I would say like, oh, I've got one cow, I got one animal here and 2 animals here. If they get together, how many do we have? You can play math with them, or just let them play, tell little stories and stuff. So there's your finger puppet craft. Color it, paint it, markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you got. And then Monday I posted some videos and books and things in the comments for cows, which was the first page in their farm journal. So if you haven't pulled this out yet, this is the week to definitely pull it out. So I had Jackson do this on Monday, yesterday. So this was his cow that he drew, and he's a boy. So this says poop because that's his favorite word at the moment. But at least he wrote it. So I'm calling it a win. And then I just he watched the couple of videos that we had and listened to a couple of the stories. And then I asked him, can you tell me 2 facts about cows that you learned? And so like the facts he said are there are 1 billion cows in the world, and they moo to communicate. So those are the 2 things he learned about cows. And then there's also one about horses. So this is his picture of a horse. And then his 2 facts that I wrote for him were kids and grown-ups can ride horses. There are 2,000 bones in a horse. So those are the 2 facts that he remembered about horses. If they want to write more, I didn't put anything on the other pages. So like this is blank. They could add more, draw more, write more, whatever they want to do over here. If you wanted to, like later, I think I'm going to have him go back and glue on. We're going to do like a picture sort, and put on, I'll post pictures for you guys if you want to use them. And then they could post pictures, like here's all their pictures of their cows, like real life example, photograph type pictures. Or if they just want to do this, that's fine too. And then each day this week, I'll try to put like Monday through Friday, I'll try to post at least 1 animal, maybe even 2, because we have about 10 different things we're going to go through over the next 2 weeks before we're done. So if 2 a day is too much for them, then just do 1 or whatever. If they're really going for it one day, they could do more than that. But I figure like Jackson's attention span 2 is perfect. So I'll probably post to do about 2 a day, but if that's too many, then, you know, don't even worry about it. That's totally fine. Get through as many as you can. We're also going to start some beginning addition. And this is just to kind of get the idea that addition and subtraction are not these big, huge, scary concepts. They're actually things they do in everyday life all the time. Like if somebody takes one of your cookies or one of your Cheetos while you're eating, that's subtraction. So if we can start to kind of make this connection that math is all around us and it's in our everyday life, it doesn't become so like scary maybe. Like I feel like a lot of adults, they'll be like, oh, I hate math. And it's usually because one, they don't understand it. Two, they probably had really bad math education as a child. And three, they don't understand how math pertains. Like they've never made that connection. Like for me, it wasn't until I was an adult and was learning how to teach children that I fully understood how to do fractions. Like adding and subtracting and dividing and multiplying fractions was just something I just memorized and never really understood why. So this is kind of that beginning step. We're setting that foundation for them understanding that math is not that scary. It's all around us. So that being said, they might need some help with this at first. We're going to do almost the same thing, but with different animals each day, just to try to kind of get it in their mind. So hopefully by the end of the week, this is really, really easy. So like this one says 2 sheep and 2 ducks. So just have them cut out the 2 sheep and 2 ducks, or you can cut them all out for them at first and have them in like duck piles and sheep piles, and have them glue them in the box, the 2 sheep, 2 ducks, and then count, and then you're gonna add them together. How many do you have all together in the box? Oh, I have 4. And then have them do it again. 1 sheep and 3 ducks. See how many that is. Or 2 sheep and 0 ducks. So they understand the concept of putting no ducks in if we want 0. So that's, and then the last part, I will post a video on this, but we're gonna make a cute little farmer. So that's this whole pile of random papers in your folder, and I'm sorry. So Jackson's gonna come and help me do this part so you guys can kind of see how they put it together, and the kids can watch too. So it should turn out hopefully to be a cute little farmer. And then also for your literacy centers or math centers or like the ABCs on the farm, that sort of thing, I'm going to be posting some other fun things, like some silly songs to watch, some different stuff that way, to try to kind of supplement in some more fun things since we only have 2 weeks of school. I didn't want them to feel like with the farm journal, they're going to be doing a lot of like sit down and write kind of activities, and they're used to, I mean, we would only usually do like 2 worksheets a day at the most, and so now they're learning from home. I know they're doing a lot more than that, so I kind of want them up and moving and learning, and I'll try to share some things this week, like writing out like sight words or letters or numbers or whatever it is that they're working on, and you can put them on scrap paper, like write the letter A and stick it on the floor, and then you as the mom call out a letter or a number or both, like mix them together and say, okay, number 3, and they have to go try to hop and jump on the number 3, and then you could say square, then they have to go find a square and stand on the square, and then you could say B, and they have to go find the B and stand on the B. So I'll be trying to post lots of fun things that way that you can do with them, so they're not just always doing like pen and paper kind of sit still worksheets. And then I'll also do the rest of these farm cards. I gave you guys each a set of your own, and I'll post it in the Facebook page if you want to print off more of them, if you feel like, oh, that was too easy or too hard or whatever it was. Like I just print them off on different colors because that makes Jackson think it's more fun when they're, you know, green and red and blue and that sort of thing. So there's like ABCs, I did uppercase and lowercase together. So he's going to try to match the uppercase B with the lowercase b and see if he can match up all the cards. This one is with some 10 frames, which is really important for kindergarten. This is a really, really cool one. So I'll definitely post this. I feel like I gave it to a lot of you. So if I didn't give it to you, I'll make sure if you have a printer, sorry you guys, print those off. And then this one is like the CVC word. So this is hen, and he has to try to find the tractor that has the hen word. So there's a whole bunch of them in here. And then I just put them in Ziploc bags and keep them in a baggie. And then each day I just let him pick out, I call them games because it sounds more fun. So I just say pick out a game, and we do a game each day where he just tries to match it up. And either I play with them, or his sister plays with them, or dad, or somebody does it with him just so he's getting that extra practice. And then day 2, we have the sheep project. This one you could do, they could glue on cotton balls. The activity I saw was where they dip cotton balls in paint and got to make them so they could make a very crazy rainbow sheep or whatever they want to do. They could glue cotton balls on him and on his little head there. You could do the shaving cream mixed with the paint and glue again and do kind of that gloop on him, however you want to paint him. Or you can just even have him color it, but I just thought doing something messy on here would be a good way to start the day. And then same thing, do the farm journal again. We'll do the next 2 animals if they can and they've got the stamina for it. Sit down and do it with them just so they can kind of get in the habit. And then another addition thing, same thing, cut out the animals, have them in little piles. Today we're doing cats and chickens, or chicks, I guess. And then to end the day is a pig craft. And I did it on the cardstock paper because I thought it would be so cute to watercolor this. So hopefully you've got watercolors at home. If you don't, I'm gonna also show you a cool trick where you can take, if you take a piece of tinfoil and a marker and color on the tinfoil, then when you dip your paintbrush in water and get it on the tinfoil, the paint from the marker will come off and then they can paint with that. So I'll show you that little trick too. But I thought this would be super cute to either watercolor or paint or do something cute on. I try to do the cardstock so they can't get through it. And then after it dries, they can cut it out and they could even decorate it, add some glitter glue on there. He could be quite the cute little pig. The girls could add a bow and eyelashes because I know they like to do that. But all right, so there is your day 2. And then the last one, day 3 or last week, they're going to make this cute little cow mask, which I saw Isabel already posted, an adorable thing. So I love what she did. So there's your little mask. You just cut out the little eye holes and hopefully they can peek through and it'll be a cute little cow. So this part they'll definitely need help with so they don't stab themselves with the scissors trying to get those little eye holes cut out. And then you could attach it to a piece of paper. You could attach it to a popsicle stick if they just want to hold it out right. However you want to make your mask. And then same thing again, do that farm journal, the next 2 animals, do some of those ABC cards, do something fun, hop on the letters around the room. You could do a scavenger hunt, like tape up the letters or sight words or numbers or shapes or colors, whatever they need practice, and have them run around the room and see what they can find. And then another beginning addition. Today they're gonna do cows and pigs, so that'll be fun. And then the cutest one, they're gonna do, you have a little horsey without his mane, and then there should be some scrap brown paper. Yours might not be the same color as this. I tried to just, I was getting desperate for paper here at the end of the school year, so there might be a mixture of brown scrap paper, or maybe they want to turn them into a unicorn and you have other construction paper. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but all they're going to do is try to cut straight strips. It's just really good for those scissor skills. I'll try to get it higher so you can see their elbow. Oh, I was painting. Their elbow, if it flies up while they're cutting, this is not good because they're trying to use their arm muscles for their scissors, and we don't want them to do that. We want it to be a hand muscle thing. So you want to make sure that that elbow is down and close to their side. We don't want it back here or out here. It should be right at their side and down. So side and down with their elbow, and we don't want their hand. They'll try to sometimes turn it upside down because, like I said, they're trying to activate, their body's trying to use muscles that it feels confident in, and so we want that elbow down to their side, and when they're using those scissors, their fingers are always down. So I always try to remind them that fingers are down when they're in their scissors and they're cutting along. So practice that scissor skill, good hand placement. If they're up at a table that's too high, it's also going to force their elbows up. So if you have a tall kitchen table or something that they're sitting at, have them get on their knees. So when they cut, they can keep that elbow down and away. Or sometimes I'll teach them that they can grab the paper and bring it closer to them so they can have like correct positioning with their scissors. And then once they've cut out the strips, they can just glue them on and give them a mane so they can give them whatever kind of crazy hair they want to give them. So should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. But that's it for today. I will be also posting some reminders. We only have 2 weeks till graduation. So I'll try to get you guys, I'll try to make up a cute little like graduation invitation that you can send out to grandparents or things like that. Do keep in mind we are going to try to be in our car. So I was telling Miss Michelle, like, decorate your car. Oriental Trading even has like little sets you can buy that are like ready to go to put on your car. I think they were like $24, and it came with like tassels and all sorts of decorations that you could decorate your car in. So maybe order some of that soon. Let me know if you need for our kiddos going to kinder. Let me know about graduation gowns. We can get those ready to be picked up. Please let me know about how many shirts that you need. I'm going to get those all put together and wrapped up for everybody. And yeah, it's time to start doing all that end of the year stuff. So crazy, but hope you guys have an awesome week. I hope you have lots of fun learning about the farm, and post or send me pictures because I miss them like crazy and I'd love to see what you guys are learning. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.